So the greatest lesson for you to learn as a narcissistic abuse survivor, as a childhood trauma survivor, as someone who carries CPTSD because of your narcissistic and childhood trauma, the greatest thing you have to learn is to become aware of your self-sabotage, of the times when you are dysregulated, when you're pushing away everything you say you want out of self-preservation, out of protection from fear of past trauma repeating. You have to learn how to work with your nervous system, and the times are over where we could receive that love, that care, that validation, the financial support of our parents. If they didn't provide it for you in childhood, chances are very slim that you will ever get it now as an adult. Like anytime past 18, 19, and you're not receiving that and you're still desperately seeking it, you must, imperative, you must learn how to give this to yourself. And this involves relearning a lot of stuff. We learned really screwed up stuff in homes. If you are now someone who has suffered through narcissistic abuse, you were neglected and abandoned all of your childhood, feelings were not addressed, you were not taught to feel, you keep saying, I'm numb, I don't feel anything, there's no feelings here. That's not right. It's not right to live that way. And like I say it all the time, when you can't feel, you cannot heal. You cannot create better for yourself. And I know this because I was this girl. I was the numb girl who thought, what do you mean, what do I feel? I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything because my parents never taught me to put words to feelings. And me saying I don't feel anything was the ultimate untruth, because I was feeling all the things. I had the migraines, the backaches, the IBS. When we don't know how to feel, unfelt and neglected feelings turn into body issues, like illness. It turns into illness. All the great teachers have said this, unfelt feelings, jammed down feelings lead to illness. Louise Hay, Neville Goddard has said this. Joe Dispenza teaches this. I fucking 100% believe this. Because do you know what happened for me? When I started learning to put names to my feelings, when I started admitting to myself, I feel sad. And the big one, I'm fucking angry. I used to think I had no anger. None at all. I'm not an angry person. I don't feel any anger. What do you mean? Oh, bitch. Healing puts you in direct contact with that anger, that buried anger, because you know what? It's right and it's okay to feel angry at your parents, at life, when you grow up with no support, in survival, in pure fucking chaos. When you start learning healing ways to connect with yourself, to connect with your feelings, that feelings are okay, and you start understanding, Jesus Christ, I was fucking silenced and muted and just made to live and believe in all this screwed up shit that's gonna make you angry, and that's okay. That's okay. It's okay if you're angry, it's okay if you're sad. Any feeling you feel is okay. And the more you come into contact with these things, and you will also start understanding how all these unfelt feelings are tied to your inner child being stifled, shut down, neglected, abandoned, with their nervous system freaking rattled, wrecked. My nervous system was and still is a mess. It takes years to undo this, but I'm telling you, once you understand what you're stuck in this freeze state, you're numb because no one ever taught you, hey dude, it's okay to feel, you're safe to feel with me. I'm not gonna spread your issues, I'm not going to tell them to other people. Once you really get a good grip on I'm safe with me, then you start seeing all the other people who are not safe with you. And again, this is all an unraveling to your healing, to you learning this discernment. Okay, it feels like this for me to be seen by me, for me to be hey, yes, it's okay you feel this way, it's okay you want this. You start learning what permission feels like, you start learning what it truly feels like to be seen, to be the true you, the feeling you, the you're not messy, but I'm going to say, like, it's messy. Healing is messy. It's crying. It's ugly. But it's you being you. And you get to be you in the mess, in the good, in the ugly, in the crying, in the feeling. You get to be all that. And once you understand that this is okay, and you start running into people who show you, whoa, too much feelings, I'm not dealing with this, you can't do that here, that's your sign to get the fuck out. Be like, bye, this person cannot handle me. And you learn, like, when people cannot handle your feelings, it's a sign that they're not dealing with theirs, and you don't want, these kind of people aren't your people anymore. And at the same time, your nervous system is going to be like, these are the people, this is my people, they're gonna, if I could just get them to see me, then I'll be okay, I'll be loved, I'll be like, this is what these screwed up childhoods teach us, to keep chasing after the unavailable people, because that's in our brain, and younger minds that didn't get a chance to develop healthily, they think the neglect, abuse, unavailable people is the right people for us. And you have to slowly undo and be aware of all of this happening under the surface in your subconscious mind. And when you heal, the way I teach this, I help the subconscious things, the things you're not aware of, I help you become aware of them. And once you slowly build this awareness, you start seeing it, and you now understand if it reminds you of your past, if you get the butterflies, the trauma bonding signals, those are your signs to fucking run away. Bye-bye, not today, bye. Like, people who give you all those signals, the flooding of the emotions, the giddy butterflies, those are all signs, like, that are they're pinging you. They are pinging you, telling you this is not it. This is going to end not well. And, like, it's your job to now listen to those things, because real, true, healthy, kind, stable love is not inducing of all the oh my god, this is it, I have to go light speed, warp speed, gas pedal down. Like, that is not sustainable. It will never be sustainable. And learning to truly be healthily connected to yourself, you have to move so much slower than you were used to. There is no jam on the gas. There's no, like, oh, I looked you in the eye, you're the one, you're it. No. We don't do that anymore. You have to learn to discern so many things and to begin trusting you. And that is a huge cornerstone of recovery, because most of us don't trust ourselves because we were raised by people who constantly gaslit the hell out of us. And when you're taught to not feel, you are taught to not trust yourself. When you don't trust what you feel, you think all these, like, you see the red flags. I guarantee you right now today, you see and you understand the red flags, but you don't trust yourself enough to be like, no, I'm not going down this path. You don't trust yourself to understand, like, oh, I'm recognizing these red flags of, like, someone who's going to abandon me. You don't understand that it's okay to walk away from someone like this, because your programming and your nervous system is telling you, no, this is the person that's going to finally give me love. I'm going to conquer them and get them to love me. But that doesn't work. It didn't work with our parents, and it will not work with other unavailable people. You have to start learning to recognize someone who gives healthy love, who can see you in your feelings, who can support you and be there for you and talk with you and share with you reciprocally. And that normally doesn't happen in most of our relationships prior to healing. And you don't learn how to, if you can't do this for yourself, you will never learn how to receive it from someone else. You have to truly feel what it's like to be healthy, to relate to yourself, and then you have the patterning to go out in the world and create it with other people. Like, this is lifetime work. It is not easy, but I have created a true blueprint to help you lock into your feelings, start feeling your feelings, start giving yourself that validation, love, and care you've been chasing your entire life from unavailable people. I can help you learn and embody how to give it to yourself, how to discover safety, how to use your breath to help you heal. And then once you get all this foundation, the foundation is the feeling, the self-soothing, and using your breath. And underneath all this, we build an understanding of your nervous system, how to begin working with that. And then we dive into unraveling your patterns, because when you come from traumatic homes, you have some bunk programming you need to look at, become aware of, build that awareness, and then start deciding again, building your sense of power in the fact that you have control of your life, what you say goes, and what you want matters. I lay out a 6-week framework for you to follow for the rest of your life inside of Unlocking Life After Trauma and Codependency. This is what I live my life on. If you're interested, it is on sale in my bio, and I also offer one-on-one coaching on this. All right, I love you guys. Bye.